Hey Kitaholic Kits fans, it's Amy here, back with my last March project for you, and I'm using this lotusy flower cut file with the same kind of patterned paper. I saw this paper when we did the unboxing back at the beginning of the month, and I have to say this kind of paper intrigued me because I really liked the lotus pattern in the middle, but I wasn't sure how I was going to use it. But I decided, being the last project, I had this cut file already cut, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. So here it is on my pattern paper, and I decided that instead of centering it, because it didn't look quite right in the middle petal, that's what you call it, of the flower here for the cut file, it sat better. You could see it better, in my opinion, on the side here. So what I did was, I'm going to off center it, which you'll see in a sec, and then I've backed only some of the parts of the flower petals and flowers and bits of the cut file itself, which you can sort of see here. And I'm just playing around. I've done a couple of different colors, trying to stick mainly with the lighter colors of the pattern papers I had left over from the kit that we got in the kit, just to really make sure that they pop up off that really dark background pattern paper there. And what I'm going to do is, I decided to make those out of lotus flower petals shaker pockets, just to add a bit of sparkle, because the background is really dark. A bit darker than I think I would normally use as a whole pattern paper, and it's so busy with all the flowers and the leaves and whatnot on it. So I thought I needed something. So I'm going with a shaker pocket. Now, we didn't get sequins in this month's kit, but I have a whole stash left from previous month's kits. And even some of these, which you'll potentially see in that left corner there, these like snowflakey kind of looking ones we got, I don't know when. And I've never used them because I wasn't really sure how they would look. And yeah, so I actually really like how they turned out. These are really like kind of opaque-y looking ones. I think that's the right term to use, actually. Is that the right word? Getting my words right, maybe. Anyway, but you'll see what I mean. So for me, I'm not very technical because I don't do shaker pockets as well as some of our other peeps do. I use what I have on hand at the minute. I must get myself some proper supplies to do this a bit better, but I have some extra pockets left for my what are they, fuse tool pockets. That's what I'm using as my clear little pieces here to back onto my cut file. So that's what I've cut out here, and then I've just used some dimension foam tape to put around the edge of the cut file, the leaf, stuck my, it's not acrylic, but the sleeve to it. And now I'm just going to roughly place where my sequins and bits and pieces are going to, sparkly pieces are going to go. So I kind of eyeballing a bit here. I know where I'm lining up my cut file. As you can see, I really was conscious. I was a bit worried of covering up the pattern paper. I did not want to lose the central lotus flower on that background paper. It was eye-catching to me. So whilst it's not a focal point, obviously, of my layout, it's sort of a secondary kind of point, I guess you could say. But there you go. Done. So I did use some, I think I used glossy accents as well as some of my Clayton's, you can call it Tombow glue, to put around the edge of the cut file there to stick those shaker pockets down, and voila, done, finished. I hope that was a fairly clear explanation. If not, feel free to ask me and I probably can type it better. Yes. Anyway. So now I'm just going to play around with my photo. I do trim it down a bit because I want to layer it and pop it up in the corner here, but to get it to pop out off that background paper again. Now, I know I sound like I'm struggling with the background paper. I do a little bit because it is not my norm, but it's okay to step out of your comfort zone and give it a bit of a whirl, but And I do love how this turned out. I really, for me, it's different with the cut file and the pack and the background paper and putting it all together, and being that it's not the theme of the photo. So this is when we first got our guinea pig, my daughter with her guinea pig, and so it's not an animal themed paper collection at all. But I liked the softness and the calm kind of, lotusy kind of feel, I guess, that you get with this paper. So, I'm just going to roll with it. I don't know. Whatever. Who needs a theme, I guess? I used to do that, kind of really stick to the themes of things, and sometimes I still do to scrapbook. But there are other times, like now when doing this layout, that I'm just like, you know what? Blow it all to the wind and just scrap, because sometimes who's going to find me guinea pig paper? I'm sure someone out there probably does, but I don't have any, so got to go with it. And I'm trying to use up the photos that I already have printed, as opposed to trying to find some that have a theme of flowers. But yes, so as you can see, I'm rambling on here, tangents. I have layered the photo first with the tulle we got, the white heart tulle. I've been really wanting to try that to add some texture there. And then I'm going to add some paper layers, just some thin little borders of paper off and on. And when I say off and on, I mean odd, around the paper, around the photo, just to add some odd random little borders there, just to give it, not to mention, just to give it that border around there, just to pop it up off that background. And I don't make them too dark. I try and balance off those borders. There is that dark one there just to balance off the light papers, just to get it to pop. Now I do fuss around because the borders are too thick, so some of them need to be trimmed a bit. As you can see here, I show you sort of a bit of my process so you can see where I end up. And all in all, really, the only long part of this video was backing the cut file and making the shaker pockets. Because the background paper is so busy, I have the big cut file, I have the shaker pockets. I don't do a lot on this layout. I'm really conscious of it not sort of looking like a whole big cluttered mess, and taking away from the story of the photo. Oh, that's right. This come up a little bit. It was annoying me, which worked for a little bit because I could pop my photo in underneath, I think, at one stage. Or did I pop it on? Maybe I popped it on the top. There we go. I think I've got it perfect. There we go. All done. Now I'm going to start embellishing a little bit. Trying to just add a little bits and pieces here and there. I don't even know where the layout is in my scrap room. So I'm hoping that once you see this video, I will have the new April kit in my hot little hands. That should be very exciting. I was hoping to have got it yesterday, which would be Friday. Would have been Friday the 5th. But alas, Australia Post let me down. But anyway, so hopefully Monday, and then I can start getting some April goodness happening as well. Can't believe we're already April. It is just absolutely craziness. So, which I think everyone's probably looking forward to April kits with the new Cocoa Vanilla collection in it as well. I think everyone's been busting for those to be put in the kit. I'm trying to use up these frames. I'm not a frame person. I've said that before, but here you go. I've mainly used these frames to really show my showcase my journaling. Sorry if you can hear that alarm. Someone's alarm is going off somewhere. more than anything else. I love the way other people do them, and they've made, and some of the other design team, and I've seen other people doing them, and and they've layered them up and across the page. I don't think I could do that. I don't think that's my style. I think I like mine too organised. But I think if I did it, it would look like a hot mess, I think. So maybe that's something I should challenge myself to do. But yeah, I'm trying to use my frames. I don't have a lot. I don't buy them because I know I don't use them anymore. So I just don't bother. Once upon a time, I used to buy things going, yes, I'm going to make myself use these. Now I just don't waste my money because I'm just like, no, I can't be bothered. But yes, if they come in a kit, I know I will try and use them. So see, I'm going to use them here. I've grabbed one of the journaling tags I think they're from our exclusives, and I'm going to use it. And I don't actually think I I didn't put twine in. I deliberately covered the hole because basically I was too lazy to get up and get the twine off my calyx across from my desk. That's pretty much the real reason. I've got my title there, hello friend. Adding some more little bits and bobs, some wood veneer, some of those beautiful little flare buttons. What else have I added? Some little embellishment clusters with the leaves. And I think I'm all done. So I thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And I will see you again very soon with the April kits. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Bye.